Hello, folks, and welcome back. We have another episode for you, beautiful, beautiful people. I'm just loading up the game right now. Just load that up. I'll give y'all a few minutes to start joining and all that stuff. We're gonna take the intro off. Oh, do we have stories to tell today? We have a story of an adventure of my neighbor who came over to visit yesterday, and he decided he wanted to download Fishing Planet, uh, and put it on his YouTube, not YouTube, but his Steam account. He didn't leave until about 10 something last night. Well, he played until about 9:30. I'm looking at the chat club now. I'm letting everybody know in the game. And for some reason, I can't seem to talk and type today. Let's see. YouTube channel. That's it right there. Good. All right, so there's that right there. We got everybody updated. Well, just finished typing up some things and all that stuff. All right, I think we're ready for the intro to come down. And there we go. We're going to go ahead and stop it and hide it. That way you don't see it. And you see the. There we go. Hey, Froggy Island, welcome back. Good to have you. We was just doing some stuff, getting ready in the background and all that good stuff. And boy, do I have some stories for you to chat. Excuse me. So today's coffee, for those of y'all that are going to be wondering, it is a mix between original creamer and butter pecan creamer because I'm running a little low on butter pecan. And it is good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on them stories. So I invited my neighbor over yesterday. That's why y'all didn't see much of me yesterday. It's because my neighbor was over and he doesn't have a computer. And I was showing him this game right here. I'm pointing at the game so you can see me pointing at the screen. I was showing him this game right here, which is for all y'all that know is Fishing Planet. And let's just make a long story short. He's hook, line, and sinker. So now all we got to do is just build him a computer, and he will be absolutely joining us fishing and all that. Let me adjust my mic boom a little bit. There we go. But, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, whatever you call yourselves out there amongst the wild these days, I have stories. Because before we get all started and all that, let me just share some of these stories. This man done stuff in the game that I didn't even know that the game engine could do. And to give you a few examples, he would snatch the fish about 30 to 20 feet out of the water onto the bank. And there was a few times where he literally snatched the fish out of the water. This was down at Lone Star Lake, which for us is Texas Lake. He would snatch the fish out of the water so hard that the fish would fly by you in the game by the right side of your head, and you could see the line stretch. The fish would rubber band back from the line stretch and fly back in front of your face, and then would stretch out again, and then sling back, and he would catch the fish in his hand. Okay? I didn't even know that was a thing in the game, but apparently it is. And then he would somehow or another he'd had the fish on his line. He'd be reeling it in, and he would you know how you right click your mouse to set the hook. Well, he would do that in just the right angle or whatever. However he done it, I don't know. I still can't believe that I saw what I saw yesterday. And my only regret, folks, is that I did not record that for you, my viewer, to show you this. And he would twirl the fish somehow or another in the air. That I saw it myself. I didn't even know it was a thing, but apparently it was a thing. And then what really got me is watching all this carry on. What really got me, and I almost fell off the damn couch laughing so hard, is that he had the fish on his line, and I guess he was right mouse clicking and letting go of it or something. I don't know how he done it. I don't know. But it looked, from my perspective and from our perspective here in the uh, well, I say my studio, but where I record my videos and streams and stuff like that. But he looked like he was beating the fish on the ground, like he was whipping the shit out of the fish, like he owed him money or something. I'm like, I lost it at that moment, guys. I lost it. I laughed so damn hard that my stomach is still sore from all the laughing I done. And this was several hours. And then we finally got him squared away and stuff like that. Came up here, and I brought him up here to Emerald Lake. And these fish up here is like, nah, bro. We know what you done down there at Lone Star, Texas. You ain't doing that to us. These fish refuse to fight, come out the water. But, guys, you would have had to have seen what I saw yesterday to believe the story that I'm telling you, because it was freaking hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. You know what? Let's stick him over here. We'll see which ones is biting most. So I didn't really get to play on my account too much yesterday, and that's all right, because if you look, we got a new club member. He's in here somewhere. Well, I'll show you right here. Nope. Since I remember how to do it. Right. Right there. There he is. So he's played long enough yesterday that he leveled up to level 17. And he was able to join the club, and I had to go in there and all that stuff. Rods in your inventory. That is a very good question, Froggy. Okay. Let's look at my inventory. If you see this little icon right here, this little guy right here, see this little bag right here? That is a Pentax rod carrying bag. And that's what you do. You go over here to the shop, and you go over here to tools and equipment, go down here to rod cases. Now, because I'm at the lake, it's not going to show me any available rod cases because I'm at the lake's storefront. However, I can't afford to back out of the lake and come back in to show you. But if you go there and you look through the rod cases for your level and for what uh, you can afford, that's how you get your extra rod cases. Because I know you're probably sitting there wondering, Well, Chief's got 6 rods. How do I get it? That's a very good question. And that's how you would go about getting it is through the rod carrier case. So, guys, I got to mute my microphone for just a second. All right. Oh, that's not it. I apologize. My sinuses are absolutely stupid crazy, and I have nasal spray, and that's not. Come on, Chief. Come on, Chief. What the hell? I was sitting there shift clicking, and it wasn't doing nothing. All right, so this guy was right there, so that's probably going to be our go-to. So, yeah, Chief spent all of his money on the last stream, and he's got to go back and make money now. Because Chief don't know how to save his money in this game. The struggle's real. Because I'm always buying this and that. Welcome to the stream, viewer. Glad to have you. See, I have a little thingy on my background that I can see how many of y'all are viewing my stream. That includes you, the lurkers, and stuff like that. So even though you think you're hiding, you're not really hiding. But that's okay. Not everybody likes to chat, live chat. And hey, we don't hate, we don't even discriminate on that. If you like to just watch and you don't like to chat, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I used to do that myself over 10 years ago. All right, let's see. Number 5 rod, number 4 rod's actually a bobber rod. That's Mr. Floaty for those of y'all that don't know, and for those of y'all that are new to the channel. This rod right here, we call him Barney because he's purple and black, like Barney the dinosaur. Oh well, he really wasn't black, but he was purple. And then this little guy right here, that's Mr. Greeny. And then this guy right here, he's old blue because he's always just old and blue. All right. Now, if you notice, I've got some buoys right here, guys. I have caught some nice walleye right here, and I'm talking about $400 walleye right there. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this little guy out here and see if we can entice them to bite and stuff like that. And while we're waiting on everybody to bite and hit at the same time, we're gonna sip some of this coffee because I literally just woke up about midnight, or not midnight, about noon today. Hmm. See, I'll tell you what time I woke up. Now that I done sipped that coffee down real quick, I actually woke up about 12:42. Oh, got something on Mr. Chloe out here. If you can't see it here, I'll zoom in. There you go. Okay, that is a very good question, and let me reel this guy in right here. If you see, I got a fishy on it right here. So let me see if he's going to give him a few seconds, see if he's going to bite it, and then I'll show you. And I think I should be able to show you with this rod. Okay, so he's just a tease. We'll go ahead and reel it in. Now, if you're just starting out, okay, your rod is like this. Okay, if you're a beginner and you're starting out in the game, your rod is like this. Okay, when you go to cast it, you just basically just throw the shit right out there in front of you, and that's as far as you can go. All right, now what you do to release the rod from being like that is you hit your F11 key on your keyboard, and then you see how it released my line. I'm no longer holding my line. Okay, now this is what's called your free casting, because you can do one of two things at this moment. You can right click, and when you right click, you see that little gauge that comes up on the right over there. This is what's called a control cast. Now, this is the control cast mode that allows you to control cast. All right, so now when you're in this mode, if you left click, you see that gauge going up. Okay, Do you see those two white boxes? The goal is to get the gauge, the green gauge, to fit between those two right boxes. And it has that little gray line right there. That's the ultimate goal, is to click it on the gray line right there. And that is the perfect cast. All right, that's your control cast mode. Now, if you just want to sling it and just throw it wherever it lands, like right there, that is your power cast mode. And that is just simply holding the left mouse button instead of the right mouse button. And that's how you do that. So you have a power cast, which is your left mouse button. Then you have a more controlled cast, which is your control cast by right clicking. So you can actually right click and still, do the same thing with the right click as you can by just holding the left mouse button and letting the power slider slide up. And the hardest thing now that you have to do, guys, is just practice it. Practice, practice, practice. So now know how to do a power cast. And I went down a rabbit's hole, and I absolutely just went down a rabbit's hole to learn how to play this game, because those of y'all that don't know, those of y'all that do know, uh, I played 12 other fishing games besides this fishing game, and this here by far is the best and favorite one. The graphics are better, the fish characteristic is better with the AI and the fish. To me, it's just been a tremendously better experience out of all the fishing games that I've tried. So, but now we're Adam. He's over there, probably still asleep because he was up late last night playing this game. Uh, so while he's asleep, I'm gonna sneak in here on my account and make some money and sip some coffee and visit with you beautiful people. But if he plays the game today, guys, just to give you a heads up, if he plays the game today, we are absolutely live streaming his play. I'll be narrating it from my boom mic, and he'll have my headset, which is what I've got on now, and I will absolutely be narrating the shit out of it, because if it's anything like yesterday, you're in for a beautiful treat. What is that, number 3? Yep, that's Mr. Bluey over there. You're in for a beautiful, beautiful treat. Absolutely. So, Froggy, if you give me a few minutes, however long it takes to get me about $3,000 worth of fish, I will absolutely, if you still need me to, I'll go in to the actual shop and show you how to do the rod case and stuff like that. Are you on my friends in the game? And if you look, I'll show you. There I am right there. Okay, there I am right there. If you're in game, I should be more clarify. I should clarify this more. I'm on the Steam version of the game, not Xbox, not PlayStation. We tried it last night with Mr. Blue on his thing. He's on the PlayStation version of this game, and unfortunately, we are not cross play compatible. I don't know about Xbox or Epic version, but I do know Android, because Adam grabbed the Android version for his cell phone in hopes that we could play it. So I'm not cross play compatible with the Android version or the PS5. I do not know about the Xbox and the Epic version yet, because I don't know anybody who plays this game that has those versions of the game. But a quick way to find out, real quick, and I apologize for sniffling. Remember, allergies. Um, if you are on Xbox or the Epic version of this game, Epic Games version, I should say, here's my ID in the game, Master Chief hyphen or dash 9732. And then you have to be level 5, but here is my club that I finally started right here. Uh, and it is RTF, which stands for Remember the Falling, because I am a veteran, and there's a lot of veterans on both sides that didn't get to come home, and I did. So we're remembering the fallen, their sacrifices were made. So that's what this club's about, honoring our veterans and our service members. Doesn't matter if you're Canadian, Australian, or England, or none of that matters. You know, we are remembering words all veteran military service members. It's just what veterans do. So you can definitely find me and definitely come join me. Let's see. Let's go ahead and throw this little bad boy out there. Get out there, Mr. Bluey. We need some money. Okay. See how I went over that? You may not have caught it because it happened so fast. But if you go over this, the the little top gray box or white box, whatever it looks like on your screen, if you go over that like that, it messes your cast up. That's the only thing about doing a control cast. If you're under or over the preferred, and you can see that little gray line in between those two white boxes. That's what we're looking to, just like that. How it, we try to get that green indicator on that line right there. Also, if you notice, I did not close the face of my reel. If you close the face of your reel, it will not show you the depth of where you're fishing at. So when you put your rod in your rod holder, if you're up that level enough, uh, the best place for trout fishing is going to be Rock Lake. If you're level enough to go, ooh, oh, this is going to be a good one, guys. The reason I say it's going to be a good one because you saw him pull my rod like that. I have 10-pound rod, 10-pound reel, 10-pound line, and a 9.9-pound leader. And he's pulling it like that. That's how you know it's going to be good. All right, so what are the best places for trout fishing? As far as I know, is going to be Rock Lake. I can't show you, unfortunately, because, well, I'm trying to get some money, and I need at very least, uh, because I only have $780. At the very least, I need at least enough to be able to come back to this lake, which is $3,000. So I actually have enough now. So now I can show you these things. And I don't mind leaving, losing out on money. And I don't mind doing all that because if you've looked at all the content on my channel's mainly a learning channel, like how to mod things and stuff like that, or how to play games. If you ask questions, I will answer them. So this bad boy right here is going to be, as far as I know, because I haven't really traveled anywhere else for trout. If any of you in the chat know a better place, then by all means chime in, let us know. This place right here, every time you go somewhere to another lake, always get the advanced license right here because you get to keep everything and only release what you want to release. Like if you have a uh, $100 fish in your net and you just reeled in a $200 fish, then obviously you'll want to release the $100 fish and keep the $200 fish. It's simple mathematics, like first grade math or second grade math. 2 + 2 is 4 type of deal. Okay. But this right here is $2,000. So, and this is, you unlock this lake at level 5 right here. And then you can go in and you can see the species that you have: the Colorado golden trout, the cutthroat trout, the big fat golden shiner, the rainbow trout, white bass, white sucker. But that's, like I said, I haven't really been to many other lakes myself. Uh, let's see. Nope. I want to go back. Nope. There we go. All right. Now I have unlimited license through here, 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 because of DLCs that I've bought. Because I went through and I bought all of the $4.99 DLCs, and that's how I have a lot of the gear. Well, these 3 poles that I'm fishing with now, I worked and bought those in game before I bought any of the DLCs. So that's why I have those 3. and that's not a problem. That is not a problem. But to show appreciation for this game, I did buy those DLCs. Like I don't have the unlimited license right here, but you always want to buy if you can afford this license right here. That's the way to go. But if you can't, just buy the 1 day license and go from there. And whenever you are at the lake, which I will go to uh, Emerald Lake and I'll show you. Yeah, I got the money to do so. Shit, I wanted to get the leeches, but I forgot about the leeches. I keep forgetting to bring the leeches with me. Uh, but yeah, and I turn on the friends only because it seems like every time I'm streaming and I go into the random public room right here, this is like everybody sees me catching fish and they all run over there and they get in front of me and I can't even see the fish myself. So that's why I do that now. Now I do still go into public rooms, just not as often as I did when I first played the game and stuff like that. So that's that. All right. So we are going to be able to catch some fishies. Number one rod, that's Mr. Uh, Barney. For some of y'all won't recognize the reference of Mr. Barney because y'all ain't old enough for that one. But Barney was a 90s TV show uh, that had a purple dinosaur, and he taught kids how to read, write, sing, and all that stuff. And then later on, there's a bunch of con- how does the damn word say it? Controversy or something like that. That word. Uh, the meds, guys, has my speech slurred. For those of y'all that don't know, I'm on meds from a previous back procedure done on my back, and they have me on pretty potent meds, and my body's still trying to adapt to those meds. Uh, and it's a process. All right, so we're not gonna bobber fish. We're gonna whip out these guys. Uh, and we're gonna try these and see what we can do. Because if we can catch fish with these lures, that's free fish. If I catch a fish on those rods, well, I'm fishing with minnows. Minnows is $300 for 10 minnows. So if you divide that up, every time I throw that rod out there, that's $30. So if I can catch some fish on these lures, that's free money. I'm not spending $30. So when you break it down on the numbers like that, then you start learning how to actually save money and acquire, because $30 is $30 in this game. Coming from the one that can't save money because he spends all of his money. There y'all go. There's your financial advice right there. So, Froggy, I hope those help answer your questions and stuff like that. And those are some very good questions. And guys, a stupid question is a question that you're too afraid to ask or too embarrassed to ask. That is the stupidest question of all. Is if you allow your fear or your embarrassment to prevent you from asking a question. Period. Even if it's a question like, "Hey, Chief, what happens if a frog jumps backwards?" To some people, that might seem like a stupid question. Some others, it may not be a stupid question. Now while I will absolutely smile at you, I won't make fun of you, but I will absolutely smile at you and ask you, well, what makes you wonder why frogs jump backwards? Have you ever seen a frog jump backwards? And then I can start asking you questions, and then you'll realize that you've never seen a frog jump backwards. See where I'm going with this? So it's not a dumb question. It's just you're learning. You're eager. You want to know, and if you don't know and you're curious, by all means, boo, ask those questions. First one y'all asked me, what happens if a frog jumps backwards in this game? I'm on a screen. Nah, I'm just kidding. Because I can see some of y'all would do that just to be messing with me. I know a handful of y'all that would do that. So we're just sitting here enjoying coffee in the rain because why not? And yes, guys, I'm aware I can go to other lakes and stuff like that. I'm aware, but you got to understand what you keep forgetting is you got to have money to go to those lakes in general. Then you got to catch the fish to have money to extend your stay at those lakes. And be that as it may, Emerald Bay is actually the easiest place to do that at. Otherwise, you can absolutely go broke in this game and have to sell your equipment and stuff. And you don't want to do that in this game. Well, I mean, some things, yes, sell. Some things you don't sell. You don't sell your rods and your reels and rods. You don't ever sell those. Uh, from what I have experienced, just for me, I haven't really found a difference yet. If there is a difference, I would say it's negligible at best, meaning that not much of a difference to really matter. Because I have, whenever I've came to this lake, for example, I've had them do nothing but hit on these three bottom feeder rods and not catch nothing on this lure that I'm fishing with. Then I came back and they won't hit on these bottom feeder rods, but absolutely every time I throw this lure or the other lure, which I'll show it to you here in just a second. Let me reel this one in. Uh, I've had them hit on this lure right here, the little Leon looking, fishing at nighttime lure. I've had them hit on this lure during the daytime, like right now, more than I have the other lure and these three rods combined. Adam, well, I can't. Let me reel this in real quick, and I'll show you because I keep it on my person at all times. Uh, let me reel it in real quick. Now this one rule bait right here. Let's see inventory. Yep, this little guy right here. He's the third. All right. So they have a bait, a spoon that looks just like these. Okay, let me go into detail and show you. They have a gold spinner, which is in my home in before. I thought I had it on me, but I didn't. But up here, the number is 1/3. And this number right here is the same. That's the only thing I know for a fact that that lure right there, and even Adam on a completely different account yesterday, because Adam played on my, or not on my account, but he has Steam, but he doesn't have a computer. So he came over here and said, Gary, I'm gonna go fishing with you today. I said, all right, come on. I'll put on a pot of coffee. So I let him fish on his account with his uh, version of the game, and that gold lure, just like with me on Lone Star Lake, every time, I think twice out of 100 different casts, he did not catch a spotted bass on that. But it's the 1/3 one-aught hook right there. Okay, which I have that, uh, but I've got these other baits to try out. Like I can absolutely try out this bait right here, and that's fine. And then I can try out this guy right here. I've caught him on this right here. Too heavy for the rod. We'll make it work. We'll try it. See if we can cast it. Uh, so, but he came out here with the gold lure out here on this lake yesterday, and absolutely, almost every time he threw in there and cast, he caught a fish. So I would say, does it matter? Probably not in the long run, but the fish, they're coated from best I could tell, and that being from my experience modding and stuff like that. Uh, Now, your reeling technique on this lake, is the stop and go for me. However, Adam was doing the twitching because it's the easiest reel to learn because you just hold down the left mouse click and just right bump the mouse every few seconds like that. And that gives you a He came out here with doing that and absolutely tore the fish up on his account. And I watched all the YouTube videos and all that stuff, and I have seen the way they do things, and none of their methods worked for me. And with that being said, I can't really tell you which is the best because shit, I thought I knew and I'll throw back out there and show you. The stop and go is you obviously you let your lure kind of sink a little bit, and then left click, hold, release, left click, hold, release, left click, hold, release, left click, hold, release, and that gives you a perfect stop and go reel. And I like to when I do it when I hold left click, I like to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But I've played long enough that I've seen the movement of my hand down there, my thumb. Like my thumb's right there. You can see how now I'm getting it. And then also the sound, because when you reel in, you also have like a, hey, is it cattle or cattle? Is it cattle or cattle? Which one is it? And welcome to the stream. So my experience on this lake has been the stop and go method with it on the bottom. From Adam's experience on this lake yesterday, it is the twitch method. That's what he done, and he absolutely has tore him up real. Welcome to the Stano. Uh, yes, I do fish in real life, but because of my back surgery procedure the 16th of last month, I'm somewhat bedridden and on very, very stupidly light duty. But yes, I do fish in real life, and I do have a boat too. And whenever I'm able to do so, I will actually take y'all out on the lake with my tablet and my cell phone, whichever one will allow me to live stream from the lake. So that's in the future. Okay, so you remember when we put this on there and it said the line was too heavy for the reel? That's as far as we're going to be able to cast this bait because it doesn't match up. Uh, I have never been to the UK to fish, but I'd like to try one day. And I bet it would be a cool experience. All right, so we're going to change that lure because it's too heavy. Now, if you look at this lure, it says 1/2 OZ. That's the weight of the lure, and it's in actually it's in American Standard and metric because ounces, grams, kilograms, and then ounces, pounds. So that it happens to be in both. That's a half ounce weight. If we look at our rod right here, our rod has between 1/32 of an ounce to a quarter of an ounce. So that lure is actually too heavy. So what we need to do is we need to come over here and we need to look over here. And if you're unsure, well, this game isn't going to beat you up. You can throw another weight on there. You see how it says tactical weight optimal? That's what you're looking for whenever you throw that on there. So now, if you look, we're able to throw that weight out there a lot farther than the last one that I had. I have not caught any pike on in real life. If that's what you're asking, uh, because I really don't go pike fishing. Uh, am I against pike fishing? Absolutely not. No, we don't really have pike where I live. And while I love to fish, I don't love fishing enough to spend tens of thousands of dollars to go on a trip to go fishing. That is number two. Beautiful. That is Mr. Greeny right there. So yeah, when I go fishing, I don't go fishing because hey, I'm gonna get that big fish. I go fishing to put food in my grocery cabinet, to put food in my cabinets. I don't treat any time because look, when you go fishing or hunting, you may not even realize this, guys, and I'm not trying to get all philosophical, but here's the reality of the facts, the reality of the situation. It's a beautiful fish. Anytime you go hunting or fishing and you keep what you catch or you hunt, you're taking a life so that you can live. That's just the reality of the situation. And because of the reverence of taking a life, whether it's fish or deer or anything like that, um, I don't do it as a sport to have fun. I do it because, well, Chief's groceries is getting a little low, and I'm gonna go grocery shopping. So, let's see. Here you have to catch and release. You can't catch the fish. You know what? That's You're not the only country that does that because heaven forbid that the country's citizens should be able to catch a fish that they caught so that they could take it home and put on their dinner table to feed their family. And you're not the only country that has done that. And unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, unfortunately for you beautiful people, is our government in our country allows us to do that. So it absolutely helps with providing meals for your family and stuff like that. Uh, and that's why I fish also. I'm not out to get a trophy and see. I'm out because I'm hungry. But I do enjoy the sport, but I also recognize and respect the reverence that is involved with fishing. I don't take it for granted, I guess, and I don't flaunt and brag and boast. Look at this fish or blah 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 and all that stuff. I do it with respect, utmost respect, because the fish are literally giving them lives so that you may live or be able to feed your family. That's how I do it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a beautiful fish. All right, so y'all get to see Chief reel in two rods at the same time. Why not? All right, they just got weird, guys. But those ain't bad questions, guys. Those are all good questions and stuff like that. Uh, Now if you fish just to be fishing and you release them, then you know in reality I can't really hold any grudge against you because you're releasing the fish back into the wilds and they're not losing their life. So, I can't really have a discriminative point of view on that. But if you're one of those people that go out there, you just get the fish and you just get the fish to mount it and you don't use the meat from the fish or anything like that, then yeah, I have to have a problem with that because now you're just wasting all because you have a trophy fish on your wall. You don't use the meat. The fish loses its life, all for what? For you to have a trophy on your wall? Then yes, that I absolutely have a problem with. Now, I'm not saying that you beautiful people do that or nothing like that, but there are some of those people that actually do that, if that makes sense. And I see that we lost a few viewers because of our discussion and conversation because, you know, when you start talking facts, a lot of your viewers will absolutely run from you. Your channel will almost cut in half because when you start putting truth and facts out there, a lot of people don't want to hear that. Or here's a new one that's been going on for a few years now. If you have a difference of opinion with them, they don't like that either. And it seems to be a new trend. If you have a different viewpoint of opinion and it's not the same as theirs, then you're the problem. I've noticed that one too. Uh, so yep. But Froggy's still here because we had like 6 viewers actually in. We started talking about the whole fish deal, and there's differences of opinion. They all left, and that's fine. I mean, sooner or later, people are going to realize that you absolutely can have a difference of opinion. You don't have to not be friends or anything because somebody might think differently than you do. Look, I am an American. There's no doubt about that. But here's the thing, Boo. I have been to all of y'all's countries. Some of those I can't talk about, and we're not going to, but I have been to your countries. I've seen your culture, and I have learned things from your culture. Had I stayed in my little bubble of the world and not got to visit y'all's countries, I wouldn't have learned 20 different ways to change a tire on a vehicle, to give you an example. And that's what society is forgetting, is that you can have 20 different ways to do one thing. But I've learned that. There are fishing in the ocean. You just got to go find them, Froggy. Now, where they're at, I couldn't tell you. I hadn't got that far in my stream yet. But there are fish in the ocean. I promise. They are. You just got to go find them. Sir, go find them. Well, I sitting there saying, sir, shit, for all I know, you might be a woman and you might be cringing every time I call you sir. So I apologize if that is in fact the case. All right, let's see. I want to try. Well, there's no bass in this lake. But you know what? Let's try. Okay, so this the okay, that's already set up. I want to try. That's 1/32 to a quarter ounce. What do I got over here? Would that work with one of these? Perfect, perfect. I want to try those because I don't really fish with these type of baits too much, and I want to try it out and see. That's why I've got all those different lures in my things. And as far as your ocean experience go, I'm sorry, I have not got there in my stream, so I don't know where they were even at and all that stuff. But when you catch a fish, put a buoy there. That way you know. Because chances are, if you catching another fish there, are very great. Uh, so when you catch a fish there, if you catch a fish there, uh, mark it with a buoy. Oh, absolutely. You can buy top water lures with the game. I have an assortment of them at the house. Well, I say at the house, at my home. Remember, I can't leave the lake. Well, I can't do shit right now because I got a rod. You can't do nothing if you have a rod out. Remember, I've got to make $3,000. That's going to be number one. Oh, and if you're wondering how I'm shifting real quick between rods, uh, Fade and Adorable taught me that method actually on a live stream, which I'm very grateful for them. So if you have a rod holder out like this, if you uh, shift one, two, or three, for example, we're going to shift one, it changes the rod out faster. Okay, versus looking at it and hitting enter or E on it. So, all right, that's 400 and something dollars. Uh, Inventory, fish keeper. See, I only have $1,300, and if I leave, then I wouldn't be able to come back. I'd have to go to Lone Star Lake or Texas for all of us other people's and all that. Let me take that off the top chat, put that on live chat. That way I can see spammers and scammers when they come into the chat, and I can give them the boot, folks. All right, let's go throw that bad boy right out here. For those of y'all, that was a little weak, Chief. For those of y'all that don't know my color coding, Here, I'll show it to you once I get this rod out of my hand. Okay. And I can zoom in. All right. The red buoys are where I caught fish. See? The white buoys are the channels, the deep part. The green buoys is the edge of the channel. Past that green buoy is the channel. Past that green buoy right there is the channel right there. The white buoys, so it's sporadically. Actually, I think that's the backside of the channel. But try to have something. I don't remember what I was using the purple for. I think the purple I was using for fishies, but uh, you couldn't see the purple out in this area, so I found a color that you could see, and it is the red color. So, are you Froggy? Are you actually on the lake, on the ocean fishing, or where you at? Mm-hmm. Rocky Lake. Okay, that's uh how much is it to get to Rocky Lake? Do we know? You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and cut a loss right here. We're just gonna reel this in. Let's just see. Oh wait, Froggy, are you on my friends list? What is your name in the game? And I'll look see if I can find you and add you friends because some of my club members under in my club they have different names in my live stream than they have in the game, and well, that's confusing, guys. That is confusing for Chief. Uh, but I can actually look to see if we're cross compatible real quick. Make sure you type it in the chat exactly how it is in the game, and if you're not sure how to find it in the game, it's right up here in this screen. So, and if there's spaces, well, I don't think the game allows you spaces in it, but yeah, it's just like that. Oh well, if you're on PS, unfortunately, and that Froggy, you need to get a computer, sir or ma'am. You need. Okay, I'm just saying. No, that's okay. It's unfortunate. It's what it is. Uh, and I hate that we can't play together. Uh, it really is unfortunate that we can't play together. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up because one, I don't really like the damn rain and it's making me miserable now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up. We're gonna head back down to Texas, and I will actually open up a public chat room there at Texas. And I will try not to make the people envious. We don't want to repair nothing just yet because we still got time. Oh, let's see. Yeah, see, there's Rocky Lake. Those are your trout fishing. So, I have to change out all my lures and stuff like that whenever I go to different lakes. Uh, to be prepared for that lake on whatever fish may be biting on that lake. That's okay. That is absolutely okay. And I don't mind doing that at all. Uh, so, so getting back to the whole story of Adam and his fishing trip yesterday. The next time he fishes over here, I'm absolutely going to live stream it. So, guys, if all of a sudden you get a live stream, all of a sudden from my channel, then you know Adam's over here fishing. I'm just throwing that out there. It is freaking funny, or at least it was. All right, player rooms. We're just gonna do new random. That way, the public can join and all that stuff. Hopefully they'll behave themselves and won't get like right in front of me to where I can't even see. I mean, last few times that I came to a public area, uh, they would come and they would run and they would get right in front of me where my hands are, and I couldn't even see around them to fish. So, all right, we got I don't recognize none of those. Somebody's missing. No, that's five. Must be over there or something. All right, so let's go ahead and introduce ourselves and say hi. Hello, everyone. Let me know if any of you have any questions. All right. Let's see. Looks like we might have a. Oh, yeah, there we are. Yeah, I missed the adorable. I'm sorry for missing your invite. I was sleeping. I was absolutely sleeping. Adorable's one of my closest fishing partners, I should say, in the game. Because whenever I was somewhat low level, he had actually came to this very lake and he was putting in the chat, which he was asking for help because he was breaking leaders left and right. And he was asking for help. I'm sitting there and I'm watching this unfold. And I think I was even on live stream whenever I uh, was watching all this because people come in and when other people need help, like for example, let's pull out my binoculars. Binoculars is basically just the zero key. You take the level 17 or the level 80 over there, they should absolutely be monitoring the chat for anybody needing help, but they don't. Everybody's pricks. They care less. They don't answer questions or nothing like that for the most part. Now, not everybody's like that, and well, to me, that's distasteful. Whenever you're that high of a level and you can't even take time to answer questions from like a level one, two, three, four, whatever, and all that stuff. Uh, I don't have a set schedule on when my next live stream is going to be, Froggy. Unfortunately, because the medications and those things, I can't set a specific live stream schedule because, like today, if I had my way about it, I would have live streamed little earlier than 1 o'clock or something like that. But because my meds, I don't know what day I'm gonna be up at what time or nothing like that. I just know that I got to take up. I got to wake up, try to have my meds took by 6 in the morning. If I miss it at 6 in the morning for whatever reason, because I overslept, then I have to take them every 12 hours apart. And these are meds that are very, very powerful. And if you don't take them within the correct scheduling, you could absolutely have an overdose very easily. And we don't want none of that because we like Chiefy. We don't want Chiefy to be in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So we try to take these appropriately and responsibly. So, all right. Let's see if we can catch some fishies and all that stuff. So, but Froggy, thank you for coming to the stream and all that stuff. Enjoyed visiting with you, and thank you for sticking it out in the stream. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. And good luck with your fishing, sir. All right, let's see if we can catch the fish that we were catching with our 1/3 ounce. Oh, we got a bump. Because I know that 1/3 ounce bait, absolutely, we were catching them really, really well. but I forgot to put that in my backpack from being at home. So, and this is the method right here, guys, is the twitching like this. You can do one or two speed, none of that matters. Okay, which we're going to throw down to a one speed now on our reel. I finally got one of these type of rods and reels to throw more than 100 feet, and that's okay. Oh, guys, it's almost time for us to go get us a refill of coffee. Let me check my boom mic. Boom mic is a go. Good deal. We will reel this pole in, and we'll run to the kitchen counter and get a refill on that coffee because we got to have coffee. Oh, and I need to turn the air conditioner down too because it got a little chilly last night, so I turned it up. But we usually try to keep it on 60 degrees Fahrenheit for you non-English speaking folks, and that's okay. Uh, uh, so yeah, we got to turn it back down. Otherwise, bookers are going to start melting, and we don't want the pretty blonde, brown-eyed baby to melt. For those of y'all that know who Booker is, Booker's my medical service animal. Uh, so yep. All right, we got that bad boy in. So let's go to boom mic mode on standby to headset mic. Echo on headset mic. Beautiful. Oh, all right, we're getting up. Oh, I got to unplug the headset. Please don't come get in front of me. Please don't do it. He's doing it. He's doing it. Really? Really? Oh, my breathing machine's been updated. Okay, fine. Oh, Booker, we're going to turn this air conditioner on for you, baby. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, he likes it when we go fishing, guys. He loves to go fishing. He will go fishing with us in real life, too. Yes, he loves it. Matter of fact, when I first got him back 10 years ago, we used to go to the lake, not lake, but the river on the kayak every other day, it seemed like, which he loved it. I enjoyed it, but he's not been in a couple of years. I probably need to take him back out there. All that stuff. Are you fishing in front of me? Can I like get to the lake? Let's see. I ain't even caught a fish over here yet, have I? No, I still got triple, quadruple zeros on my fish net thingy. So, all right, there's that beautiful coffee refill, guys. All right, we are coming back to sit down. Uh, you can get up here if you want. Come on, baby, you can get up here. There you go. All right, I can't mute the headset mic just yet. All right, headset mic muted. We are a go. All right, now, what are we doing? Are you wanting a question, or you just want to fish on top of me, or what? What's the deal? I mean, obviously you're new at the game because you're level 5, and that's okay. I started there myself, but you don't run and jump on top of people when they're fishing. That's rude. All right. Actually, what other kind of baits? I know I've got some baits. Other than this little guy right here, y'all remind me what my baits. Ooh, you know what? Let's throw that on there. Yeah, perfect. We can throw that on there. I've been itching to try that bait out, so we're gonna throw it out there in the center. Oh, and if you're wondering what those buoys are, guys, those buoys are an outline of the actual center channel out there. Okay. Yeah. Go up and behind the player that you're fishing close to. Go up and behind, guys. That's the correct way to do things. Never go in front of them. Up and behind, because that's actually kind of rude. It's like fuck you. I don't care what you're doing. I'm gonna be rude and cut you off. And well, none of us like that. be done to us, even you that's doing it. So, and so he did proper. He did go up and behind because I mean, there's no reason to just kind of go in between right here in front of me. It's just rude and unethical. I mean, Grant, we've all met them people that you know don't have manners. Oh, brilliant, brilliant, Chief. There you go. You got to reel it in, Chief, before you can throw it out there. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let me go ahead and sip this coffee down some more, guys. Good stuff. Oh yeah, man, that's good coffee this morning. I don't know if it's because I just woke up or if the coffee's just that good. Surely the coffee is not no Starbucks quality coffee. My neighbor. Yes. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's the one that was fishing yesterday on my own. Well, I say my account, but actually fishing on his account. And when I say my account, it's because he's logged into Steam on his Steam account. I told her I'll let him know that the next time we're streaming the shenanigans that you put on us. Yes, we were absolutely streaming. All right, so we're going down roughly 3 foot. That's 36 inches for 3 foot. Okay. Now, I think if we put it on speed 2, I think that takes it down another foot. So we're going to try it. We're going to try it. We're going to put it on speed 2 now. That's going to take us down deeper. See, here's speed. Oh, that's reverse. Yeah. Here's speed 1 right there. Speed 2, see how we go down a little bit further? Speed 3 takes us down even further. Speed 4, well, it's just you get stupid. And I was sitting there telling them, "Oh, you won't catch a fish on speed 4." What does Adam do yesterday? He catches a fish on speed 4. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I said he showed me mechanics in this game. Well, actually, they were just inadvertently happening. He was just being a noob, and he showed me uh things on this game that just like, yeah, I didn't even know that this game supported that stuff or even allowed it to happen, but he it did, and it was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. I should have a rod in my little get up because these guys don't seem like they want to be doing it. Well, I may be fishing in off peak time too, so let's see. Yeah, we're fishing off peak time. However, what I want to do, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the lake. If you're there at the lake and you're watching my stream, well, actually nobody's watching my stream because apparently I done ran them all off, or they all had to go, or something. I don't know. But it happens. Uh, well, the other four, I figured they left because, well, when you're based with reality and facts, uh, they a lot of people don't know how to handle that. All right, so this rod is my bait caster. He needs to be able to throw uh, my caster rod. Caster rod. Okay, these are my caster rods right here. I need is the I don't remember if the quarter is. I honestly don't remember. I really need to write this shit out and tape it to my wall right here so I can remember the weights. The struggle's real, man. Struggle is real. All right, let's all right, let's throw this in our backpack so we can take this off without breaking it. Beautiful. All right, now we can just throw this in our backpack. Let's swap these rods out. Okay. Match rods, we can go ahead and close that. Spinning rods, we won't need you. All right, 130. Okay, there it is right there. The Argo. I know that'll allow me to throw that guy out. All right, now let's go to home and find that gold spoon. Do we not have one? Or did we get rid of it? What's the deal? Well, let's go see if we can get one of those lures. Is it a barbless spoon? No, it's probably going to be a regular spoon. All right, it is. This guy right here. No, it's not that guy. Uh, we're gonna buy this guy right here. Okay. But it seemed like it was a one-out hook. It seemed like it was a one-out hook, and that would be probably in the these guys right here. I would think. So that's interesting. Unless I don't remember and I've got the wrong one or whatever. Uh, but yeah, okay. Now, what else does oh, you know what? Let's look at the live baits, fresh baits, and let's look see how much the night crawlers are. Night crawlers, night crawlers. They don't eat these here at the lake. Because the bass are a smallmouth bass, so they don't eat those. Night crawlers. Oh, they might be under the common baits, maybe. Or no, the insect bait worms. Yeah, they may be under this little tab right here. Night crawlers. All right. So 100. Let's go ahead and grab 125 of those in our backpack. All right. Now let's go to our inventory and let's set this reel up from our backpack. Got this guy right here. And let's go ahead and throw on some 8-pound test. All right. Beautiful. And we're going to go in here and we're going to grab our this guy right here. That's all we're going to set that little guy up for right there. Okay. We're going to change these hooks out. That might be what's going on. Let's change these hooks out right here because I may have the wrong. Yes, I have the wrong size hooks on there, guys. That's why we ain't catching no fish. That is a thing, guys. That is a thing. Yep. If you have the wrong size hooks, which I usually 99% of the time I actually have the 1/0 barbless hooks. Okay, that's usually the thing with me on this. So, all right, let's get back out there and let's do some fishing, shall we? All right, let's go make some money, guys. All right, we're going to go ahead and have an open channel chat for you. Oh, my goodness, guys, you're not going to believe what I just did. Oh, we got to hurry up and go get
another cup of coffee stat because you're not gonna believe what Chief just did. He just knocked his cup of coffee over, and he knocked it over on his shoes. Oh my goodness! But we got to go get a refill of coffee stat, and I will have to get my steam cleaner off the service van out there to steam clean the carpet, which you can't hurry up and quickly get a towel and grab it and wipe it and clean it up. That's not how that works really. And if you've shampooed all the carpets and steam cleaned all the carpets that I have over the past 2 years, then you know that whether you get it now or an hour from now, the only way that you're gonna effectively. What did I do with the creamer? Nope, it's not there. Okay, so Chief apparently oh, there it is. It's in the door. Uh, you have to steam clean it. So regardless of what you do, I can't believe, guys, I knocked my coffee over and all that stuff. I am just disappointed in myself, guys. I am just disappointed in myself. I,
So, uh, I'm wiping the coffee up off my end table. Yep, it is a thing. Sorry if I'm echoing in your voice, guys. I apologize. Oh man, goodness, I got it on my glasses. Well, at least my coffee's got my glasses have coffee now.
Shit. All right. Let's see. Welcome to the stream, viewer. Thank you for being here. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to ask. I had a catastrophe. I spilled my cup of coffee, so we're sorting that out. So give me just a few seconds, and we'll be back over there. Because when you spill coffee, you got to grab eggs, whatever, and most importantly, a fresh cup of coffee. And that's what we're working on. And then, of course, my phone's going off and all that. I can't believe I spilled my coffee, guys. That's heartbreaking. That's twice I spilled it in the past couple of days. And is it Radeli? Is that did I say that correctly? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. And I spilt it yesterday too. Well, the reason I spilt it yesterday though is because Adam, my neighbor, had came over, and I was telling him, hey, I found a really, really fun game, a fishing game. Let me go to the boom mic now.
I was telling him, hey, I found this really, really fun fishing game, that I'd like for you to try. It's actually free, and I've played 12 other fishing games. And I said, I think you'll really like this. Oh, yeah. He is absolutely hook, line, and sinker. So yeah, he didn't leave until he was here all day yesterday, long enough to level up from level 1 to level 17. And now we just got to build him a computer and all that stuff so he can play it on his set. But I don't mind him coming over here using my computer to play it on his account. I don't mind that at all, So that's where I was at yesterday and why I wasn't streaming yesterday. But let me tell you guys, had I known the silly shit that I was going to watch yesterday while he was playing, I would have live streamed it. But yeah, it was freaking hilarious. I mean, the whole chat would have just rolled, spit. Y'all would be sending me invoices to replace the keyboards from the coffee that y'all would have been spitting out. All right, we got a fresh cup of coffee to get started since Chief likes to throw his cup of coffee on the floor. We ain't going to talk about that, ladies and gentlemen. We ain't going to talk about that. All right, we're going to go ahead and set up right here. Hopefully, nobody will run and jump in front of us like they tend to do when we're in a public chat. But we're in a public chat in case people need help. All right. So let's go ahead and get our fishy poles out there. And those of y'all that's just, well, Chief had the wrong size hook on here, so the fish were like, "No, we ain't biting on a damn hook that's half the size of us. A little too big of a hook." So now that we got the right hooks, hopefully the fish will actually do better. We were up at Emerald Lake when we started, but then one of my viewers were asking questions, and I simply could not answer the questions without actually logging out of the lake and all that. So we kind of dwindled our money down. So now we're back here getting enough money to go back to Emerald Lake so we can make some more money. Because Chief has this problem. He likes window shopping and spending money and all that stuff. So I could never keep money. Not in this game, anyhow. The struggle's real. So now that we got our correct hooks, now we should be able to start catching fishies. Shit, I was going to throw some night crawlers on one of them, see which one does the best. Oh well, maybe next time. All right, let's get this little gold spoon out there, because this is the little gold spoon that I absolutely have caught a lot of fish damn near every time I throw. We ain't gonna reel it in. That's number 2, dummy. Number 2. Oh, stop pushing the wrong button, Chief. My God, it's number 2. Push number 2 button, Chief. I'm finger fuggling my rods over here. Because when I first reached over here to grab it, it looked like it was number 1. So I went to number 1, realized it was number 2, but the reach for the number 1 rod started. That's number 3. We'll go ahead and get this guy in because we're so close. And I did turn the buzz and then, come on, spam the shit out. Number 3 rod, get it. Thank you. I wish that was a little bit quicker, the swapping the rods, but that's as quick as you're going to get it. And that's actually shift 1, 2, 3 on the rods. And that came from one of my viewers, Fade, and I think Adorable also mentioned that too, which they're also club members. So, yep, we're going to catch these fish, folks. We're going to laugh at Chief's mishaps. Chief's going to just sit here and drink coffee and pretend like he's innocent. Y'all thought nothing. So that would be number 2. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's just throw you right there and see what's what. Yeah, let's just see what's what. All right, now let's get back to my fishing this guy right here. All right. Oh, a little bit of lag, they must be working on the internet stuff again. They've been going through the area around where I live, and they are upgrading the towers to the 5G network and stuff like that, because the actual hardware isn't quite enough to support the new demand for the customers and stuff like that. So they're been upgrading, and they're going to be upgraded for at least the next month. Oh, got him. Oh, got him. Yes, we got this little fella right here, folks. Right here. Look at that. You saw it here first. There we go. All right, we're fixing to start catching some fishies now, guys. Yeah, this is the little gold lure I was telling you about. That almost every time you catch a fish right here with this gold spoon, that saves you $30 per minnow that you have on there. Okay, that's what, when you catch fish on lures or baits, artificial baits, that you don't spend that money with your live baits. Like those rods, that's 30. That's $90 of fish sitting right there on those rods if we catch them. So the fish has to weigh more than $30. It has to be worth more than $30 a piece. Otherwise, we lost money. If that makes sense. Nope, that's reverse, dummy. Let me kick that drag down just one notch on this pole right here, because you saw whenever he hit, it redlined and kind of broke my string a little bit. I mean, it didn't break it, but it just kind of damaged it a little bit, so we don't want to do that no more. So we'll turn the drag down one notch. You'll be surprised. Welcome to the stream, new viewers and all that stuff. It doesn't tell me who you are, but it definitely tells me that you're there lurking, and that's okay. If you want to lurk, that's perfectly fine. If you have any questions, absolutely just feel free to ask. A dumb question is a question that you have not asked. So just throwing that out there. Welcome to the stream, new viewer. It doesn't tell me who you are, but it tells me that you're there lurking. So welcome to the stream, and glad to have you. We're drinking coffee, spilling coffee, refilling coffee, and trying to fish somewhere in between all the chaos. So, yep, it's a thing. Today it's a thing. We're going to blame it on the meds. All right. So, oh, we might be fishing in an off-peak time. All right. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag. Uh, and like I said, they're working on the internet stuff and all that, and that's okay. Ooh, it's so bright now. We're gonna catch the fish now, folks. We are gonna cock that cast up. That's what we're gonna do. So glad each and every one of you viewers are here. And so glad you made it and all that. Like I said, if there's any questions, just ask. Number three. Number one. All right, we're gonna reel these bad boys in real quick and in a hurry. See, number two is not going off yet. Yeah, we got a little bit of lag. I can always tell because there's always a slight delay in when we got lag. Yeah, they're working on the internet stuff again. I'll be glad whenever they get this stuff done. Uh, but yeah, they're upgrading the hardware. The hardware's not there with the customers, and well, corporations and all that. They wait till the last 2 minutes before they do any changes or whatever. They milk all the money they can milk out of you. So, all right, we're gonna catch this money real quick. All right. All right, there's this little guy right here. Oh, that's a catfish. Okay. All right, hurry up. I wish it'd let you shift whenever you get a fish in. I wish it'd let you grab the pole faster during those transitions, but you know. All right, there's that. All right, go ahead and throw these back out here and get these ready again. Go over there on that side of the lake. Uh, so to answer your question for Dolly, the fish is going pretty good, sir. The fish is going pretty good. Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna throw him in rod one so we can get Barney back out there. We're gonna throw Barney on that side of the lake, roughly about right there, because the catfish are over here on this side now. So, right now, I'm gonna run over here to OBS. I'm gonna reset my things. Then we're gonna get back to the game. We're gonna get our fishing rods, and then we're gonna unsnag our line. Why not? We may have had a fish hit this. I've actually had the fish hit one of these uh, rod setups while it was in the rack. I've had them hit my line before I closed my face on my reel. They've drugged me all over this lake when that happened. We don't want to talk about that, guys. It's freaking hilarious. All right, let's see what we got. There we go. All right, I hear footsteps near me. Okay, okay, there we go. So I appreciate you going behind me lively. I appreciate that. And that's the correct way. When you're passing somebody on the lake, if you can prevent it, you don't want to walk in front of them. You want to go behind them if you can prevent it. But there are some spots in this lake that you can't really help but like go because of the hit box or whatever. And that's one thing. But if you can and you don't, then it's being rude and disingenuous to the other fellow player. And we like to all be friends and get along and stuff like that, especially on these games where, I mean, it's fishing. Everybody loves fishing for the most part. Well, I say that, but no, there's those few that don't like fishing. I bug one of my Discord admins on a daily basis because he can't stand fishing. So I deliberately aggravate the shit out of him just to rile him up. I think he's caught on to me though, because well, if fair is fair, he aggravates the shit out of me about playing Halo, and I used to like Halo 20 years ago. Now they've came out with so much Halo, this that I'm not even interested in no more. So I figure as long as he bugs me about that, I'm gonna bug him about fishing. So it's a thing. He's probably watching my stream right now. I got you, Chief. I got you. He's probably gonna plaster all over the Discord now. Halo memorabilia. Probably what I would do, especially if I had all that power of a Discord admin. Let's check our clubs. Okay, so there's no new messages in the clubs. Okay. I can go ahead and minimize chat because nobody's wanting any help or anything like that to chat or needing any help, or so it would appear. So we'll get that off the screen so we can see the beautiful fishiness and all that stuff. Uh, didn't we fast forward time to the fishies are biting? Yep. Oh, you dirty dog. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw it. He was hitting it. Yeah. We'll throw back out there if he doesn't follow the bait in. I think he's following the bait because yeah, the bait kind of hesitates on moving over there. Usually when it does that, and it's subtle. It's not something that it just bobs up and down over there. It's subtle. You can usually tell a fish is following the bait, getting ready to strike it. And the longer you play this game, the more you learn these little caveats, these little tricks and stuff like that. And you can share them with each other, you know. But just because something works for you, I have learned from uh, Adam, watching Adam play all day yesterday. I have learned that things that work for me have not really worked for him, and things that have not worked for me, he's absolutely went to town on those things, and it's awesome, you know. I'm telling him, oh, you can't catch this or that on that. Like he went up to Emerald Lake with this lure right here, and he tore them fish up there. Every cast he was throwing in, he was catching them. Yep, I have yet to catch a fish up there with one of these gold lures, but he caught. Almost every time he threw in the lake, he caught something. So apparently, walleye do bite on these lures. It doesn't say it in the description, but I've seen it. I've seen him catch several dozen walleye with this lure up there. Grass pickerel, chain pickerel, crappie, or whatever, or perch or whatever was up there. He caught like a good bit of the fish that was up there that you catch at Emerald Bay. Now, he didn't catch no bass, you know. No, he didn't do that, but he absolutely caught walleye and stuff like that. I think he caught more walleye than he caught any other fish. So yeah, it is a thing. He caught it. It is a thing. All right, we'll grab number two real quick. There we go. We got a little bit of lagging on the internet, but it's not too terribly bad. It's not enough to be catastrophic. What are you? Okay, yeah, good deal. So we're making money because I had to show my one of my viewers stuff in the game, and I couldn't show it in the game whenever I was in the lake mode, and I was up at Emerald Bay, so I'm now making money to go back to Emerald Bay. Plus, I don't like the rain either, and it was raining up there. So hopefully, the next time we go back up there, it won't be raining. So, We'll see. We will see. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to try to take the stream to about 2 hours today because I do have to go help my neighbor out with working on his van and all that stuff. He may be already working on it for all I know, but I did promise him that I would help him work on it today. So y'all know Chief will keep his word. There we go. Come on in, Fishy. So, and we got about roughly 30-ish more minutes on the stream. Yeah, but I figured I'd do a live stream because I've got people in the club asking, "Hey, Chief, when you doing your next stream?" So, unfortunately, you know, because we all live in different parts of the world, I can't do a stream where it's convenient for each and every one of y'all. I'm sorry. And not all that, with me being on these meds and stuff, I can't even do a stream where it's somewhat convenient for me because, like, for example, I woke up today, got my cup of coffee, watched another streamer for a few minutes, and sipped on a cup of coffee before I came out here to stream for you beautiful peoples, you know. And that's just what we do, you know. We try to support, especially me. I always support the lower channels. He's got about the same amount of viewership that I've got. So I swing by and show support and love for them guys whenever they're streaming or whatever. And I happen to be available and I'm not streaming myself because when I'm streaming myself, I'm not scanning through the streams. But if I saw what they streamed, then I'll go by and comment on their video. Hey, sorry I missed your stream. I was streaming myself for whatever reason, and show them that love and respect and courtesy that they show me. You know, and it's just being respectful and courteous to your fellow streamer or whatever content creator. So now, whenever you get to be a larger content creator, say 1,000+ subscribers, and I swing by your channel and give you a comment or whatever, and I will watch your channel and I will come into your stream. I'll comment. I'll go to your probably about 2 to 3 weeks worth of that. If you never came to my stream or even commented on my channel or whatever, or let alone you want me to join your Discord and you don't give me that same courtesy and join my Discord, then I will actually unsubscribe from you and I will stop following you because you're not given the same courtesy and the respect that others have given you, and that tells me what type of person you are as a character. And I don't have friends or people like that in my life. I have friends and people like that in my life that render the same respect, courtesy, and things like that. Now, I'm not saying drop what you're doing and follow me or subscribe. No, 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 nowhere near that. But there is a such thing as common courtesy. Don't forget your viewers, on your channel. Like everybody that subscribes to my channel, if I get an email or notification so and so have subscribed to my channel, I will absolutely, I don't care if they don't have any subscribers to their channel or if they do, I will give them that courtesy and I will subscribe to their channel. And if you have a Discord, I will join your Discord, you know, and give you that same courtesy and respect that you, oh, you little turd. He's right there. I will give you that same courtesy and respect that you gave me. It's a two-way street, Don't be entitled and expect everybody to follow you and you don't render that same courtesy. It's a two-way street. If you want respect, courtesy given, then you have to give some yourself. So there's y'all's life lesson for today right there and what type of person Chief is, you know. So there you go. That is number three. All right, let's grab number three in. That's Mr. Blue. Old Blue. Come on, old blue, we got you. Come on. Yeah, we got you, baby. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I just kind of hate that that lag is a thing today, but that's okay. I did promise that I would do a live stream. That is Greeny. All right, so let's swap these rods out and start getting them in. There we go. Yep. Bam. And we just start rotating them in. There we go, just like that. So, all right, that's 100 and something foot out. This in here, I think it's like 80, 77. All right. All right, beautiful. Hopefully, we'll get both of them in and not lose one, but you will lose one from time to time. You won't always get all of them in, stuff like that. So just let you know. Like this right here, we'll go ahead and reel him in since he swam toward us. All right, we'll go ahead and keep him, and then we'll go back to number 2. Come on, switch out, switch out. There you go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and bring this guy in now. That'll get the buzzing, the bells, and the dingings out of your ear. So, all right, we got about another 15 minutes. Yeah, we'll go ahead and keep him. Why not? It's just money. We'll sip on that coffee. And we'll throw Mr. Greeny out, and then we'll get old Blue, and we'll get old Blue out there too. Right, old Blue. All right, let's sling you over there to the purple buoy. The purple buoy is the channel over there in that little corner. It's right in the center of that channel. So, well, we're close to the right. Well, we're not in the channel because that's like 16 foot over there, 12 to 16 foot. So, all right, let's see if we can get a fish on this little guy. We had a bump earlier, 2 bumps earlier, I think. So we'll see if we can't get a little out here on this. All right, thank you. All right, there we go. All right, so we did have somebody fine. I'm guessing they're talking to me. I don't know. We'll see. Welcome to the channel, viewer. Glad you're here, even if it's only for a few minutes or whatever. Thank you for swinging by and saying hello. Because I've got a little thing that tells me when I have a viewer or a new viewer show up to the channel, whether they're lurking or not. And that's fine, you know. I've had a few of those, but we're actually winding down this stream because my club members were asking me when my next stream was. Yeah, I'll show you. Uh, right. Nope, that's the wrong rod. So right up here, they were asking me, right there, hey, when is your next stream going to be going and all that. So I'm giving them the stream that they're asking for. So, unfortunately, because we all live in different time zones in the world, I can't do a live stream that everybody I cocked that one up. Actually, I was going to change this bait out on this one and see what else we got because I'm still going through the baits and stuff like that to find out what is what. So, oh, you know what? Can we do a popper on here? Can we do one of these? Yes, we can. All right. So I'm assuming that the popper is a lot like. No, see how it will only let us throw out that far? Okay, so what it is the popper is not the correct weight. So that popper is 5/8. Okay, so if it's more than a quarter, or actually if it's more than a half, we can't throw it out there. So that's okay. We got some other rods and stuff like that we can use that on. Let's go here. That is a 1 ounce. We're not quite an ounce. That's a 1.5 ounce. But we can use this little guy, maybe. No, he's too heavy. What about this guy? So I'm still trying to learn my ounces and stuff like that. The struggle's real. All right, can we throw a little worm on here by chance? Beautiful. All right, so let's throw this guy out here and see if we can catch a fishy. Yeah. What do y'all think? All right, so yeah, that's optimal weight for the rod. And usually when you get the wrong size weight for the rod, uh, I think we're going to do a little stop and go on this one. We're going to see if we can catch something. I was going to try, you know what I forgot all about? I brought the red shiners. Uh, Not red shiners. Uh, Trying to think what they are. I see the name in my head. Uh, I, uh, Night crawlers. Night crawlers. Yeah. All right. Now let's swap these out for the night crawlers because that's what I was going to try the night crawlers. Those are for Emerald Bay. Okay, so I do have those. All right, let's throw some night crawlers on there, guys, and see what's what. What do y'all think? Give it a good 10 to 15 minutes of fishing with some night crawlers and see if we can catch some fishies. And that's the beauty about having a one or two rod holders. You can try different baits and different things. See what number 6. Okay, number 6 is our little fast jig that we just set up. So let's sling it out there and see if we can catch species with this little guy. All right, we tried the stop and go. So all right, number 3. Number 3. Yep, number 3, bluey. So apparently night crawlers is the thing. It's probably going to be a catfish. I'm thinking maybe. So we're going to see, but right now, any and all money helps because we're trying to save up enough money to go back to Emerald Bay so we can actually sit there. What I want to do, and it might take a few streams, I want to do a 30-run night fishing at Emerald Bay. Well, I want to do one here, and I want to do one at Emerald Bay. And like I said, it might take 2 or 3 streams to do that with, and that's okay. I can do it. You know, hell, it might take a week to do it. I don't know. We're going to find out because I'm going to do it sooner or later. It's just whenever I can get around to doing it. So, yep. All right. So they wasn't hitting on the minnows today, but they seem to be hitting on the red worms, the night crawlers, not the red worms. The night crawlers, 2 different things. But yep, they seem to be hitting on those today and all that stuff. So, that being said, guys, I am going to end this stream here for today, and we might come back and do a stream later on tonight and all that. Thank each and every one of y'all who stopped by. Thank the 31 views and stuff like that who swung by, showed some support and all that stuff. Remember, if you like and subscribe to my channel, I will absolutely go and subscribe to your channel as well. But guys, we will catch you in the next stream. And if Adam comes over today to do a little fishing, definitely expect a special stream on that one because I'm going to